Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the shocking claims made by WNBA star A'ja Wilson that have the entire basketball world buzzing. A'ja Wilson, the face of the WNBA, dropped a bombshell that has ignited a firestorm of controversy. She claims she could beat NBA players one-on-one. Yes, you heard that right. Now, we all know A'ja is a baller, but NBA players? That's a whole different ballgame. We're about to break down this explosive story, examine the reactions from NBA stars and WNBA legends, and analyze the potential fallout from A'ja's shocking claim. A'ja Wilson, the reigning queen of the WNBA, sent shockwaves through the basketball world with a single audacious statement. She could take down NBA players one-on-one. Not a whole team, mind you, but one-on-one. This wasn't just some offhand comment. Wilson, never one to shy away from speaking her mind, made this bold claim during a recent podcast appearance. And let me tell you, the internet exploded. Fans, analysts, and players alike were left speechless, wondering if they had heard correctly. Was this a publicity stunt? A desperate attempt to grab headlines? Or did A'ja truly believe she could hold her own against the giants of the NBA? But A'ja Wilson, never one to back down from a challenge, stood by her words. She doubled down, even specifying which NBA player she'd target first. The stage for this unprecedented challenge was none other than the popular podcast Roommates, hosted by NBA stars Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. Now these guys, they're known for keeping it real, for their unfiltered takes and their playful banter. But even they were caught off guard by A'ja's declaration. Imagine the scene. Brunson and Hart, two bona fide NBA players sitting across from A'ja Wilson, the reigning WNBA MVP. The conversation is flowing, the energy is high, and then, bam! A'ja drops the bomb. She casually mentions, as if discussing the weather, that she could hold her own against NBA talent in a one-on-one matchup. The room goes silent. Brunson and Hart exchange glances, a mixture of amusement and disbelief etched on their faces. This wasn't the usual trash talk, this was different. The hosts, initially speechless, erupt in a chorus of laughter, assuming it's a joke.
But A'ja, with a steely glint in her eye, assures them she's dead serious. She believes with unwavering conviction that she possesses the skills and basketball IQ to outmaneuver and outplay NBA players in a one-on-one setting.
And it was in this very setting, on this podcast in front of these NBA players, that A'ja Wilson threw down the gauntlet. She didn't just claim she could compete, she called out Josh Hart, her podcast co-star, as her first victim. She even gave a score prediction, 11-8 in her favor, of course.
Now Josh Hart, he's a solid NBA player known for his hustle, his defense, his all-around game. But according to A'ja, he wouldn't stand a chance. She saw right through his game, she claimed, and knew exactly how to exploit his weaknesses. Could A'ja Wilson, the queen of the WNBA, actually back up her trash talk? Or was this a colossal miscalculation that would tarnish her legacy?
The reaction to A'ja's bold claim was instantaneous and explosive. Her own teammates, caught off guard by her audacity, could only shake their heads in disbelief. Some chuckled nervously, unsure of how to respond to such a bold statement. Others, though supportive of their teammate, couldn't help but express their doubts. Even Jalen Brunson, the other half of the Roommates podcast duo, was left speechless.
A'ja, you really think you could take on an NBA player? Laughs. That's a big claim.
Josh Hart, the target of A'ja's challenge, burst into laughter, initially brushing it off as a joke. But as A'ja's unwavering confidence became apparent, a flicker of uncertainty crossed his face. Social media erupted, with fans and analysts alike weighing in on A'ja's controversial claim. Now let's be real here, folks. There's a reason why we haven't seen a woman play in the NBA, and it's not because of some grand conspiracy or lack of talent. It's about the raw, undeniable physicality of the men's game. We're talking about a league where giants roam the court, where athleticism is off the charts, where every possession is a battle of strength and agility. The NBA is a different beast altogether, and no amount of skill or finesse can fully bridge that gap. It's not about disrespecting A'ja Wilson or diminishing her accomplishments. She's a phenomenal athlete, a dominant force in the WNBA. But the NBA is a different animal. And the critics didn't hold back. Former NBA All-Star Jeff Teague didn't mince words, calling A'ja's claim disrespectful and delusional. He went on to say that she couldn't even beat a decent college player, let alone an NBA star. Come on, man. This is the NBA we're talking about, the best basketball players on the planet. You think a WNBA player, no matter how talented, could just waltz in here and compete? Get out of here. Now Teague, he's known for his no-nonsense approach, his straight-talking style. He called it like he saw it. and in his view, it was a clear case of an athlete letting their ego get the best of them. Teague's words, though harsh, resonated with many within the basketball world. Even WNBA legend Cheryl Miller, a pioneer in women's basketball, a force of nature in her own right, couldn't quite wrap her head around Aja's claim.
Aja's a phenomenal talent, no doubt about it, but the NBA is a different breed. The size, the speed, the athleticism, it's just not a fair comparison.
Miller, known for her fierce competitiveness and unwavering confidence, admitted that even she wouldn't stand a chance against the physicality of the NBA.
Look, I'm all for empowering women in sports. But let's be realistic here. There's a reason why we haven't seen a woman play in the NBA. It's not about skill. It's about biology, about the inherent physical advantages that men possess.
Miller, a four-time WNBA champion and a two-time Olympic gold medalist, understood the chasm that separated the men's and women's game. She had witnessed it firsthand, had felt the brunt of that physical disparity during her legendary career. Miller's words, though measured and respectful, carried the weight of experience, the wisdom of a legend who had seen it all. Miller's perspective added a layer of realism to the debate, highlighting the physical challenges that women face in competing against men.
Kelsey Plum, Aja's own teammate and a star in her own right, offered a more diplomatic perspective. She acknowledged the immense talent within the WNBA, but conceded that the physical gap between the leagues was simply too wide to ignore. "We've got some amazing players in the WNBA," Plum asserted during a recent press conference. "But let's be real, the NBA is a different beast. The size, the speed, the athleticism, it's just a different level."
Plum, known for her sharpshooting and basketball IQ, understood the nuances of the game, the subtle differences that often determined victory or defeat. She recognized that while skill and strategy were essential, they could only carry a player so far against superior physicality.
"Look, I'd love to say that Aja could go out there and dominate NBA players," Plum continued, a hint of amusement in her voice. "But I also have to be realistic. The NBA is built on a level of athleticism that is simply unmatched in the women's game."
Plum's words, though supportive of her teammate, reflected a pragmatic understanding of the situation. She recognized Aja's talent and competitive spirit, but also acknowledged the undeniable physical realities that separated the two leagues. The court of public opinion, however, was far less forgiving. Social media became a battleground, with fans from both sides of the aisle engaging in heated debates. Some lauded Aja's confidence, praising her for challenging gender norms and advocating for the WNBA. Others, however, were less impressed, accusing her of being delusional and disrespectful to the NBA. "Aja's got guts, I'll give her that," one fan tweeted, "but she's out of her mind if she thinks she can hang with NBA players." "This is embarrassing," another fan commented. "Aja's disrespecting the entire NBA with these ridiculous claims." The backlash was swift and relentless, with Aja's mentions flooded with a mixture of support and scorn. The question now becomes, what does this mean for Aja Wilson's legacy? Will this bold claim enhance her image as a fearless competitor, a trailblazer unafraid to challenge the status quo, or will it tarnish her reputation, casting a shadow of doubt over her judgment and credibility? Only time will tell how this saga unfolds. But one thing is certain. Aja Wilson has ignited a conversation, sparked a debate that transcends the world of basketball. She has forced us to confront our assumptions about gender, athleticism, and the very nature of competition. So there you have it, folks. The Aja Wilson saga continues, leaving the basketball world in awe, confusion, and a whole lot of debate. Is she a visionary leader for women in sports? Or is this a publicity stunt gone wrong? One thing's for sure. Aja Wilson is fearless, she's outspoken, and she's not backing down from anyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this developing story and other sports news.